Jay Williams, let's live life. So I want to talk about addiction, man. I think a lot of people need to hear what I'm about to say. And make sure y'all like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what y'all think, y'all's point of views. That's important, man. It helps me be able to better reach out to y'all. I mean, what can I say, man? Addiction is it ran through my family like a wildfire. It destroyed my family and tore my family apart. I think that prison saved me from going through a lot of what a lot of you guys went through. When I left, I had a Xanax problem. When I mean a Xanax problem, like I was eating 25, 30 a day. I wasn't taking them like you should take them. I had a Xanax addiction, a pill addiction in general. Whatever pills I could get my hands on, I was going to eat them as long as they were downers. Once I went away, a lot of my friends transitioned. They moved on from that to harder things. The Percocets hit. Dudes started messing with the Percocets. From there they went to dope. To date, I couldn't realistically give you a number on how many friends I've lost to their addiction. How many friends of mine died to their addiction. The crazy thing with that is nobody ever gets high and thinks today's going to be the day I die. This is going to be the last time I ever get high. It's just a normal day in their life. They're going through motions of what they do, what they struggle with. And then we're all left to clean up the pieces afterwards once they die. That's terrible. That's such a sad thing. Kids are left with no father, no mother. Mothers and fathers are burying their children. Parents should have to put their child in the ground. Like I said, prison saved me from that. I missed that whole epidemic. While I was in there, people like you would never imagine in a million years would do that type of stuff, would stick themselves with a needle, became heroin addicts. Cocaine was always around, everybody dibbled and dabbled in it. Some guys got carried away and, picked up crack habits. Some of them still have it to this day. That's what they choose to do. I got into an argument with a really good friend of mine one time. We would talk about addiction, and I told him, it is your choice. And he argued, and you don't understand. It's not a choice. It's not a choice. It's not a choice. Well, he's been sober now for 3 years, and he recently told me I was right. He said, you know what, Jay, you were absolutely right. He said, the moment I chose to stop getting high, everything changed. He said, it all started with me choosing to stop. I didn't think I could stop. I thought that, I had to. It was so powerful. I would get sick. I was doing things out of character to get it. People don't feel like they can stop. You can stop. And it all starts with you choosing to stop. Every recovering addict, every person that's ever beat their addiction, it started, when they, come to the realization that they had a problem, and B, when they come to the realization it was time to stop. There's nothing a rehab center can do for you that you can't do for yourself. So don't use that as an excuse. Oh, I don't have insurance, so I can't get into rehab, or I can't get into this, I can't get into that. You have got to stop. You are the same person that's going to be in rehab as you are sitting at your house. For a lot of you, it's the people you're around. It's the people you choose to put yourself around, the environment you choose to continue to be in that enable your addiction. You're not going to stop getting high if everybody you kick it with gets high. It's not going to happen. You've got to cut those people the fuck off and move on. I know a lot of you are thinking it's not that easy. You may live in a household, you may reside in a house where everybody gets high, and it's not just that easy just to pick up and move and get a new house or find a new roommate or whatever it may be. But at the end of the day, it all starts with you deciding to bust a move, to do something different. Don't die. Don't be a statistic. How many of my friends I've drove by that were holding signs on the streets? Well, girls I went to school with, girls I knew before I went to prison, that I drive down, through Richmond, and I see standing on the Jeff Davis tricking. chicks that were bougie, that, you know, the average dude couldn't get at. Now they're tricking, selling their body, completely disrespecting themselves to feed this addiction. Most of my friends that are in prison right now is either behind doing drugs or selling drugs or something drug related, stealing, robbing to feed their addiction. You know, to the people that enable these people, you know, you're not helping them. You're killing them. I know so many people that were there and present and doing drugs with one of their friends when one of their friends died. And now they carry that burden the rest of their lives. They blame themselves for this person dying because they may have bought the dope, they may have introduced them to dope, or they might have just simply just did it with them. And the difference is this person died and this person didn't. It's not something you want. It's not something you want to have to live with. If you've never seen a dead body or what somebody looks like once they pass away, it's not something you want to deal with. It's not a good feeling. It's not something that ever goes away. It's something that will haunt you the rest of your days. You know, somebody's going to overdose while I'm making this video. Somebody's going to die while I'm making this video. Somebody's going to die while you guys out there are watching this video. You have got to be stronger. You have got to fight it. Whatever you've got to do, you've got to find a way to stop. Be the best you, man. Don't do things, you know, behind closed doors that you wouldn't do in front of your mother or you wouldn't do in front of your kids. Just like you chose to start getting high, choose to stop. There are, you know, places out here that will help you. There are people out here, believe it or not, that if you are sincere in quitting, that will have your back. Look at all that, you know, people lose when it comes to their addiction, their family, their jobs, their vehicles, their self-worth, their looks. To hell with the material stuff. People are losing themselves. People are dying. Shit ain't even dope no more. You don't even know what it is. But you gotta have it. You don't have to have it. Make your family proud, man. You can be who you used to be. It all starts with you choosing to be who you used to be. I have family members that are in prison right now. As I'm out here doing what I'm doing, they're in there right now because of drugs. I have friends that are, you know, well, guys I know that are on the run behind drugs. You know, meth has hit the streets like, you know, like a damn rocket. You know, everybody starts off and it's all fun and games until you become addicted. It's all fun and games until everybody looks at you like a junkie. Or you're crawling around on the floor, peeking out the window like a fucking weirdo. I hate this shit, man. I generally hate it. For some of y'all, I know y'all are strong-minded people. You have strong willpowers. Stop with the fucking excuses. Stop with the, oh, I'm not trying to hear it, man. A lot of y'all's kids want y'all back. Some of y'all have lost y'all's kids. And rather than hit the street running and doing everything they say and jumping through every hoop known to man, you're still getting high. Something was to happen where I was to lose my kids, I would die inside. I'd be so broken. My children are my world. There's nothing out here, no woman, no amount of money, no drug that's worth me and my children being separated from each other. And if that day was to come, which it never would, you better believe I would do everything in my power, everything and then some, to get them back. Our kids need us. Our kids do what they see us do. Be a better example. Make your mama proud, make your daddy proud. To the addicts, you know, nobody trusts you. And that's because that's what you've taught them. That's what you've showed them. That's what you've made them come to believe about you, because you've screwed people over, you've lied to people, you've deceived people. So now they don't trust you. But believe me when I say, once you start doing right, you do away with your addictions, your vices, you let them go, and you start becoming yourself again, people will start coming back around. Your loved ones that cut you off, they'll start coming back around. It's not going to be easy, and it's not going to happen overnight. It may take years. But just keep in mind, you didn't make them feel that way about you overnight. This was a long, drawn-out process. A lot of y'all stolen from your family, lied to your family to obtain money, tricked them and just hurt them so many times. A lot of people use excuses for what they've gone through in life or they deal with in life as to why they get high. You better believe there's always somebody dealing with something worse than you. There's a mother and a father sitting next to a little kid right now, a year old, 2 years old, 5 years old, dying of cancer. Those are real problems. Your girl cheating on you or you're losing your job, that ain't shit compared to somebody that's got to deal with something like that. I try to always remind myself that there's somebody out there really dealing with something, man. And when I think that way, it makes whatever I have going on at the moment seem small, because it is small. We freak out and make all these excuses for what we're dealing with at the moment. And tomorrow that issue is gone, it's past. And we have a new issue. That's life. You know, it's not easy. You can be born with a silver spoon in your mouth. That don't mean nothing. I know plenty of people that come from good backgrounds, wealthy parents, grew up in huge houses, went to private schools, that turned out to be drug addicts. You've got celebrities you see in the news all the time that turn out to be drug addicts. And it's not to mask something. It's weakness is what it is. It's your way of dealing with things, I guess. It's your excuse for why you do it. At the end of the day, it's a decision. You can say it's a sickness, which I'll buy into that to a degree. But cancer's a sickness. Cancer, you can't stop. You can't avoid. It's not something, you necessarily always bring on yourself. You can't just stop cancer. But you can stop getting high. Like I said, people, places, and things, cut those people off. I'm not going to sit here and say they're not your friends. Some of them may genuinely care about you. But you have to save you. Nobody else is going to do it for you. Nobody else can keep you from being sneaky or lying to the world. Nobody else is there to watch you, and nobody else is around. Do better, man, please. I want to see y'all stop. Like, get off the streets. I hope to drive by tomorrow and some of the people that I see on a daily basis holding these signs and messed up on drugs. I hope to see them, not there. I hope to see them in a Lowe's parking lot working, or, as a cashier, or whatever it is, doing something productive with themselves. You can beat this. The next time you think, you need to call a dope man or whatever, don't. Fight it. Be strong. Fight it. Deal with the sickness. Deal with whatever comes. Get through it. Be the best you, man. Jay Williams, let's live life, man. I'm praying for y'all. Hope y'all have a good day, man. I just, I heard about another friend die recently, and I had to do this. I genuinely love people, man. And I want us all to live life. You can start living your life when you choose to. And it all starts with you choosing to. Sorry if this is drawn out. Y'all take in what I said, man. Don't be the next person we bury. Don't make your mother do that. Don't make your children see you like that. Be a good example. Be a good person, man. Live the best life you can live. Make that choice. Y'all like and subscribe, man. I'm praying for y'all. Jay Williams, let's live life.